Lovely Pisces, hello and welcome to your December 2024 tarot forecast. I'm Ms. Eden, and Pisces, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome. This is going to be a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Y'all don't sweat it either if you don't catch this reading right after I post. Know that there's a time and a place for you to receive this message. So when you feel that urge, that energy to finally click and watch, that's the time for you to receive this message. And I do hope that there'll be something in here for you, beautiful Pisces. Know that because this is also a general reading for the Pisces collective, not every single thing will hit for every single one of you. So take what does resonate for you for the month of December and then leave the rest for others. All right, beautiful Pisces. I want to take a moment too of just showing some gratitude and thanks to all the family out there for all your likes, your comments, your views, your subscriptions. I'm just seeing this channel grow in amazing ways, and it's all because of y'all. So I really love hearing from y'all and hearing how these readings hit and how your lives are playing out with these bigger energies at play. So thank you for all of you that have shared your thoughts, and thank you as well to all the subscribers, because it really is interacting with these videos, watching these videos is the best, easiest, cheapest, because it's free, way that you can support my work in this channel. So again, I just thank you all, sending y'all so much light and love. Yeah, let's keep growing it. Let's keep growing the fam. Last plug is I do also have an Instagram account, and you can find that link over in my bio. I don't mess with too many other social media platforms, but the big news on my Instagram, or across all my social media platforms really, is that I am now open for booking a tarot reading. So if y'all want a private tarot reading with me, you can now book one. And the way that you do that is through my Instagram. So head on over to my Instagram. That link is in my bio if you're interested in booking a reading with me. And send me a DM, all right? And if you send me a DM and let me know you want a reading, we'll go ahead and get that scheduled. I know it's a little bit basic right now, y'all, but I'm a beginner, but I'm just starting out with the private readings thing. So I'm not going to go full-fledged website, especially during a Mercury retrograde cycle. I'm no fool, okay? So we're going to do a little something different this month, my beautiful Pisces. We are going to, in the effort of keeping things a little bit shorter and sweeter, because it is the holiday season, for a lot of us, we're moving and shaking, and while we're maybe a little less busy at work, or maybe for some of us, depending on the industry, we are very busy at work. But it is a busy time, nonetheless, whether we're traveling, seeing family, out doing errands, shopping, unfortunately, I guess, has become a really big part of the season of like consumerism, whatever. But it's draining. So I'm going to try and keep this video a little bit shorter. We're going to drop the astrology forecast because I'm going to try and do a separate video for that all signs can check out. So today, beautiful Pisces, we're going to start with an oracle card pull, and then we're going to get into your tarot reading. Now, the oracle card deck I used was the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. I love this deck so much. It's very deep. It really speaks to me. Again, we all have our own unique decks that speak to us. This is one that I really love using for setting the theme and gaining kind of bigger picture ideas of what's going on. So for your oracle card pull, setting the tone and that theme for December's tarot reading, we have number 29, the Horned Cactus. I love this. I love the art on this deck. If y'all would ever like a deck review, please leave it in the comments. Maybe you've like wanted to buy this deck, but have wanted to see a bit more of it before you commit. I would be happy to do a deck review. Just let me know. So Horned Cactus, resourcefulness for my beautiful Pisces this month. Yes, and number 29, maybe that's significant for some of my Pisces. Keep eyes out for that maybe this month. Number signs in the universe can speak to us through a variety of ways, and numbers are one way that they like to do that, at least for me. It's a very easy way. 29 adds up to 11, which adds up to 2. So maybe, again, those numbers can hold significance for you. Let's read, though, about the Horned Cactus and setting the theme for this month for my Pisces. Horned Cactus, blooming through resilience, resourcefulness, and discovery. When nothing seems to be happening fast enough or your ideas have dried up, you begin to question your relevance. During these periods in life, You might feel like giving up, frustrated and resentful that success will never happen for you. The issue here, however, is a matter of perception. Pay attention to that. Okay, Pisces? The horned cactus thrives in the barren desertscape, offering you the gift of water when all appears to be dry. If you look at its body, you see the unnatural thorns that protect it from predators and the elements. What you don't see are all the deep roots that extend far into the earth, filling it with a continuous flow of water. This succulent is a symbol of resilience, of resourcefulness, of your needs being met in spite of appearances to the contrary. It's a reminder of the courage and inherent wisdom needed to dig deep below the less than friendly surface that hides a rich underground world. Can you connect to this magical truth and trust? The desert is a mystical place filled with mysterious creatures beautifully adapted to their environments. The horned cactus tells you to take heart. This journey is only temporary, and you will soon be met with greener pastures. But first, you must acknowledge your inner strength and fortitude as you're tested here. Be as the cactus, resilient and resourceful. I love that message for my Pisces this month. I feel like I've been doing a few readings today, and like that's very much a reading that could have hit strong and does hit strong for my Aquarius family as well. They that was all what their tarot reading was about. So yeah, resourcefulness. Even though things may seem to be barren around you, Pisces, this month, remember the inner strength, the inner resources, right? That inner water. And water is sacred. Water is intelligent. Water is power. The more I learn, water is intelligent. It's really wild. If you kind of look up videos of I don't know the terminology for it. So if y'all know, please throw it in the comments. But it's Veda Austin does a lot of work with water intelligence, and where she shows the water an image of something, like she'll hold up a coin to it, or anything else. Sometimes she even messes around with words, concepts like evil or love. And when she freezes the water, it creates this amazing pattern in the ice structure that is reflective of the word or image that it was shown. Talk about intelligence. Mind blown. But it also like makes so much sense for me. That resonates really strong. Like, even though I'm like, wow, water is really smart. Wow. I'm still like, that makes sense. So here you are, Pisces, starting the month, a lot of energy with the Chariot, divinely guided energy and movement for y'all. Maybe your life is moving and grooving in ways. Maybe for some of y'all, again, with that cactus energy, maybe some of y'all are really wanting some movement right now, very eager for movement. You know which direction you want to take your energy. Well, right now might not be the best time for movement, at least through mid-December while we have Mercury in retrograde, okay? So it's okay to slow it down. Hold on to those ideas and energy. They're not going anywhere, and they're not going to become less amazing just because you wait a couple extra weeks, okay, before you really kick that chariot into gear. And this is trusting that you know how to guide that chariot, because there's no reins here. You are just guiding it with your intention, your energy, and then you are alchemizing movement. Wow. And guess where that movement is coming from, Pisces? This could be Aquarius's reading too. Sacred rest, Four of Swords, truce, pause, hold up, find peace. This might also be a sickness that has been afflicting some of my Pisces in December. Coming into the month, just coming off of, if you're in the U.S., it's the middle of holiday season with our Day of Giving Thanks in November, and then we got Christmas and Hanukkah, Yule, all the celebrations, Kwanzaa. I'm not sure when Kwanzaa's date is. I just always assume it's in December. So if I'm really wrong on that, if it comes kind of late, maybe it works differently on the calendrical system. It's not always consistently like wintertime. Please let me know. Educate me. I like to make sure that I know what's up. So anyway, sacred rest. There might be some sickness. There might be some overworking the mind that you just, again, it's that chariot energy. You need to rest the mind, because there's, I think, some things, Pisces, that you need to let click into place in order to really let that chariot roll. Like, you think you know and are ready to go now, but there's actually like one or two more things that need to happen, or that you need insights on, that you get And you're going to receive through stillness, through rest, through taking care of yourself. If you are experiencing physical ailments and sickness, absolutely rest is important for your body to heal, and that includes mental rest. Take the load off your mind. It's okay to slow down. You have the resourcefulness within you. The world's not going to fall apart, okay? Because this is the moment. Slowing down is right now working with the energy of the universe, because we are in a universal slowdown, kind of universal, our planetary, our solar system, with the Mercury retrograde. Like a lot of planets are in retrograde right now. It is a slowdown period. So you have permission, Pisces. If you thought you didn't, you have permission. And if you allow yourself to, remember, that's where those next pieces of information, insights, those epiphanies, that's where it lies, in the sacred rest. And you need stillness. You need some alone time. At the base of your reading is this Four of Cups, luxury and space and being separate to figure out what fills your cup. You don't need to have everyone else's opinions, energies, insights, all the advertisements, all the you don't need all that interference. You need to take it to a little time out, a little mental rest, some alone time, some sacred rest and restoration to heal, so that you can figure out what fills that emotional cup. Because whatever you've been working on, again, you're like, I reached the end of a road with something, and now, like, maybe again, you kind of know what now direction you want to lead, but there's something the universe is telling me that's like, don't move forward yet. Like, you need more information, and we can offer it to you. The universe is like, if you take moments to meditate, if you take moments of stillness, if you welcome the slowdown, we have the next steps for you. You just need to create space for it. And that might be, again, like, you might be hesitant, Pisces, this month, because coming in from the past, we might be feeling a little bit of, mental ruin. This is not a fun energy, the Ten of Swords. There's no pretty way of putting this other than you're through the worst of it, and there is a sunrise looming for you in the future. Looming is a bad word. There's a sunrise awaiting for you in the future, to bless you and welcome you back with its light. But this is very much, again, can be about, like, a lot of things, situations, conversations, situations have transpired that have caused you to feel very much betrayed, like you're just completely taken out, ruined, emotionally, mentally done, exhausted. That's what might be leading to the sickness, the need for rest. Because here you were in the past. And this is, it did hit your heart. Even though swords are mental, this did hit your heart. But be mindful, too, of, like, how is this also the burdens, the mental burdens we carry? Too much of other people's problems, other people's worries, other people's situations that we're like, well, we got to solve that for you. And then it's not our business to solve everyone else's problems. Handle your own stuff first, Pisces. Because that can lead to disappointment. Then we set expectations and get that involved in our mind and think it's going to be one way. And then they show us, these people, places, situations, communities, things, that it's not really the way that we expected it. It's very much the way that we knew in the gut it might turn out to be, because we knew the reality. So this is like kind of blindly, maybe we weren't looking at the reality. Maybe we're trying to take on too many problems, mental overload, burnout, complete, you're done. But the worst is over. That's the silver lining to this card. It's in the past. You're through it. And guess what comes next? Crowning your reading, the Emperor. We learn best through the hard times in our life. We learn best through making mistakes. I've learned, ain't that fun, right? That we have to do it that way. But this is about, again, Emperor energy, fiery Aries energy, about like that Chariot. You have ideas about the realm that you want to continue creating and launching and be complete, like, master and commander over. But this is also about knowing how to rule with a noble, wise thumb. Because remember that as the Emperor, you're not the only one who lives there. You might have a realm, but there's other people who live there and help you make that realm a realm. Farmers, masons, electricians, like whatever, all the infrastructure business, all the The stuff that literally builds things, creates things from nothing, alchemizes it. So this is very much the card of alchemy for you, working that magic, because this can be connected since it is the card of Aries to Mars, to the magician energy. But be mindful that when you're building this, while like whatever kind of realm you're thinking, kingdom, queendom of creating, like you're on track. Don't doubt yourself on that, but make sure that you're leading with a compassionate heart. That you need to make sure that while you're building this incredible empire, I will use that word there even though I don't really like it, but I use it intentionally because you don't want it to turn into those negative aspects of empire, right? You want to lead through heart-centered compassion. So be very wary about that, because this is very much an ego-driven card with Aries energy there. But it is very much about being your own boss, stepping into that power. So maybe y'all, again, are like really eager to take the helm. You're getting promotions at work. You're stepping away from a job and starting your own thing. Yeah, but again, right now is the slowdown. It can't be 24/7, 365. Okay? Slow down right now. Slow down. Coming up in your future is the Page of Cups. Silliness, lightness, joy is going to be important. In this deck, this is the Princess of Cups. The court cards are a little bit different, so I'll translate them as we need. Be careful too, Aquarius, because I'm sorry about that, Pisces. Pisces, that be careful as well with this card coming up in the future, because we are in the midst of celebratory season, right? That we're not overindulging, acting too childlike, just not giving a flip. And we're like, oh, I'll overindulge. I'll have a couple extra drinks. I'll just spend a little extra, whatever. It's the holiday season. Like, it's the season for spending and whatever, like giving into every little whim of my heart's desire. Yeah, that's not the right way to use this energy. So this can be like childish overindulging and not really knowing how to control the amount of things you take in or put out, and that can be physical but also emotional, since this is Cups energy. But really the beautiful like light expression of this card, which you need to lean into in the future, the universe is saying, is again in that stillness, in that rest period, allow yourself to be silly, fun-loving, tap in with that inner child energy that maybe has been separated from you for a little too long. Allow yourself to play and have fun. That's going to allow you to gain that clarity for the next steps that you need to create your realm. Isn't that amazing? People don't believe it. People are like, how could fun and play be the thing that I need? And then they actually take the time. They honor that, and they're like, okay, fine. Like, I'll surrender and I'll do it. And then they always come back. I mean, I can attest to that with like, oh wow, the aha moments, the epiphanies I had, the total change and shift that I experienced because I allowed myself to slow down, to really sit with that energy and decide, like, are these the things that I want to manifest? Is this the direction I want to take? It's hard to do that in the day-to-day of our tasks, our duties, our jobs, families. It's a lot. That can be a lot of, I will say in this right, distracting us from that quiet we need to really suss out the truth. So here you are right now, the Princess of Wands. So again, another Page of Wands. Fiery, creative, fun-loving energy. This is like, being the life of the party. Very also connected to spirit. Spirit is going to be your ancestors, your guides, your angels. Yeah, they're there for you, and it seems like a lot of my Pisces are willing to communicate with them, because we do have Neptune in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces right now. And that's very important for y'all, because it's asking, begging, demanding with that Saturn energy that you get really tight with your spiritual development, with your higher self. And while Saturn is like a disciplinary taskmaster, it's funny because the way that we can do that is through bringing in joy, fun-loving, lightness, heart-centered, creative, inspirational energy with these two pages. Beautiful. Beautiful job. Like, lean into that. If you're feeling crafty, if you're feeling artsy, if you're feeling like baking something or just trying to, try something new. Lean into it. Have fun with it. Get lost in the time. Don't look at the clock while you're doing something. Just get lost in it. Take a walk in nature. Other people see this new heart energy that you're coming into life with. They see that your heart's starting to kind of overflow a little bit more as you get clarity on like the next steps and what you're leaving behind, because remember, the worst is behind you. As you learn to love yourself deeply, first and foremost. That's going to come up again in a minute. But people see that new kind of Piscean focus, because this isn't how other people are viewing you this month. People want to help you. They want to support you. They love you. So what you're putting out there, Pisces, you're getting back. And it looks like it's really good shit in the emotional realm. I mean, it might even be new relationship, new partnership for some of my Pisces coming up this month. Hopes and fears are this Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, discs in this deck. Queen of Pentacles. So you're, again, thinking about your realm. What am I going to create? How am I going to materialize and alchemize all these ideas that I have, all this energy that I have into the reality? How am I going to ground it and see this create in front of me? But this Queen is a reminder. While you do have that energy present with the Chariot and the Emperor, it's another little reminder of pausing, stillness, and rest. And this specifically with that focus of like appreciation. Words are hard. Appreciating and being in gratitude of that which you have already created for yourself, Pisces. And I think a lot of that is like heart-centered stuff, relationships, communities, places you want to be, homes. And it doesn't have to be a physical home. This can be the idea, the energy of home. But this is about really taking the moment to sit and appreciate all that you have built thus far, all that you have done. Sit in your garden and enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're worried that like you won't have it in you to like have that realm, and oh, I'm not going to make it. Well, you have so much already. Take a moment to pause, sit and look back at what you've already done. And I mean like what you've already created in the physical, because this is Pentacles. This isn't just like the ideas that are still floating around. Look what you've been able to create from that, Pisces. And then wrapping up your reading is, again, another call with this Prince of Cups. That's the Knight of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. Another call to focus on your own emotional cup. Pisces, you're the only water sign that spends 24/7, 365 in the sea of emotion. Cancer can go back and forth. Scorpio, forget about it. Pisces, y'all are constantly in the waters of emotion. But that means that you know how to use them the best. Sacred water, sacred healing. Even when you don't think that there's water around, there is. And you know that better than everyone, Pisces. Because you're like, I can't survive without water. So if I'm here, there's water, right? Think about what we have living within all of us and how much of our own bodies are made of water. But this is a message for you from Spirit. This could be about emotional messages of the heart, but what I'm picking up and getting right now is this is a message from Spirit for you, Pisces, as a reminder that you need to focus on filling your own emotional cup first. Take the rest, take the stillness. You might have some things coming up from the past with this Mercury retrograde cycle. That always tends to happen. Things, people, places from the past resurrect, right? Anything with that RE prefix, will pop up again in a Mercury retrograde cycle. So again, you've been through the hurt, but you can't stay down in the emotional frame for long. Like you are, again, an emotional being, and so thus you must experience emotional fulfillment at some point. It can't stay all negative and dark forever. This is the universe telling you that you need to focus on the messages from your heart to guide you. And look at that Chariot. Look at that Chariot to start and end. There's your chariots. Heart-centered focus. And look where this is really, I mean, I know it's not quite over his heart. Their heart, this knight's heart on the Chariot. But it is almost like they're holding like a chakra orb. Right? So just look at the similarities between these two of how you're going to get here. It's through the heart-centered work and the focus on yourself. Not in selfish, yes, but in a good way. You need to restore. You need to rebalance. You need a rest, remember? And for those of y'all that are experiencing some sickness this month, y'all are like, yeah, I fucking remember. I remember what I went through. All right. This is the season where a lot of things start flowing around again because we're all traveling and weather is changing for a lot of us. So again, take care of your health this month. Water can be very sacred and healing for you. That can even just be making sure we're drinking more water. Say a little blessing to it before you drink it and watch how that nourishes you. Spend time in gratitude, in joy, in play, and having fun, and all the possibilities will open up for what you can create in your newly forming realm. And remember, some of it has already been created, so appreciate that. Okay, Pisces? Much love for the month of December. Bye, fam.